New data is out on safety and transparency in our prison systems. Vermont is one of 5 states to participate in a 3-part survey. The second part of that research project was released this week. NBC5's John Hawks has more on how the Vermont Department of Corrections can make improvements based on these new findings.
F124.
Improvements inside prisons are an ongoing effort, but to get to the root of the problem, the Vermont Department of Corrections and the University of Vermont created a survey for incarcerated Vermonters and prison staff at the Southern State Correctional Facility in Springfield. The voluntary survey's goal is to gather data on how to make the prisons safer, more humane, and rehabilitative.
There are real structural challenges that we have to face as a state and as a department to try to fix some of this.
This is the second survey. After last year's results came in, the DOC came up with a plan to improve work-life balance for staffers. Pay was increased, and while shifts were made longer, the number of days staff worked in 2 weeks was cut.
We launched the Stability and Sustainability Plan. It really was an effort to tackle some of the systemic staffing challenges we were facing.
65% of staff and 72% of inmates participated in the survey. The majorities in both groups pointed out understaffing, low morale, poor mental health, and lack of activities for the prisoners.
I think one of the alarming things for everyone is sort of the rates of suicidal ideation for both staff and incarcerated.
The results showed 30% of staff and 37% of incarcerated people seriously considered suicide within the last year. In response, DOC created a suicide prevention advisory panel.
Mental health showing up not only in suicidal ideation, but also in rates of depression and anxiety. We see notable rates, responses indicating that working in correctional facilities really has introduces conflict with home environments.
There are some positives from the study. Inmates feel their recreational time has improved, and staff reported equitable treatment, and they have been able to recruit and retain more staff this past year. Plans on how to improve the downward trends are in the works.
We continue to do a monthly town hall. We have an open question and answer forum during that session. And we also have direct lines of communication from any staff member of the department to the commissioner's office so that their voices can be heard and incorporated into the decision-making process.
The next survey will be conducted in this upcoming year. In White River Junction, John Hawks, NBC5 News.